Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne Kimball, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. Today I'm bringing another educational video as it pertains to what? The VA claims process. And the topic I'm going to be discussing today is what is VA's confirmed and continued C&C, what it is, where do you see it, and how you can avoid it as a veteran. Let's go. Okay, what is VA's C&C, confirmed and continued? This is the first time I've actually talked about this topic. C&C stands for confirmed and continued. So I know a lot of you probably recognize those two words in a rating decision. That's where you're going to find it, confirmed and continued. Now, what are some examples? Let's just say the veteran came in and was claiming a right knee condition as direct service connection, okay? And for whatever reason, the claim got denied, okay? It got denied, it went through the process. The veteran turns around and reopens that claim, which we all know is a supplemental claim at this time. And you need to submit that VA form 20-0995. But let's just say in this example, the veteran submits the 0995, but does not submit any new and relevant evidence. You're going to need new and relevant evidence when you're submitting that 0995, okay? So what they're going to do, confirm and continue the previous denial because there was no new and relevant evidence. They're going to C&C it. That's that VA claim language, C&C. Now, let's use that same example. Now, let's say the veteran did submit new and relevant evidence, okay? Go through the process again, they get a compensation and pension exam, the provider provides a negative opinion, and the claim gets denied. The VA rater is going to do a rating decision, and they're going to C&C that denial, confirm and continue. Now, in the narrative section of that rating decision, one thing that I used to do that I'm not seeing a lot of raters do today, some are, but not a lot, okay? I will put the VA examiner for C&P exam dated this particular date, medically opined, and I would give the medical opinion, okay? Especially if it was a negative one. And then I would type out that rationale because I wanted that veteran to know, hey, even though I'm denying the claim, I'm writing it up, I wasn't the one that said no. It was that C&P examiner. Now, here's a nugget. You ready for it? Because this is going to be huge. Let's just say you were denied, whether you denied service connection or you didn't get the increase. Oh man, this is about to be a huge nugget. And you come back in and do a supplemental claim, right? Got new relevant evidence, and they assign you a C&P exam, or they request a C&P exam. I always say keep a copy of your claims folder, keep everything the VA sends you, and you send the VA, especially if they sent you a FedEx package or UPS or whatever, on who completed that previous exam. Because if you come back in, you want to know or remember that doctor's name that gave you a denial before, because if they schedule you with the same doctor, do you think that doctor is going to overturn their initial decision? 10 times out of 10, I guarantee you, they're going to be like, nope, still denied, and guess what's going to happen? It's going to be C&C, confirmed and continue the denial, okay? Now, what is another example? Let's just say you submit a 526EZ for increase, and you're at 10% for whatever condition, and you go to that C&P exam, and the doctor asks you questions, fills out the DBQ, sends it back to the rater looks at it, puts it in VBMS R, and it spits out 10%. And there's no other evidence to warrant an increase. Guess what? The rater has to C&C, confirm, and continue that decision. Let me give you another example. A lot of examples here, okay? You disagree with the rating decision, okay? Whether you did the initial with the 526CZ, increase, whatever, and then if you did it with the 0995. And you say, okay, I'm gonna submit a 0996, 20-0996 for a high level review. You go through that process, okay? So whether it be a secondary service connection you requested, an increase, or something new, if that decision review officer does not overturn the rater's decision, guess what they're going to do? They're going to C&C, confirm, and continue that decision. Okay? So that's what C&C means and where you can find it. It's going to be in the narrative section of the decision. Also, on the first page of that notification letter, it's going to be there as well. Okay? Now, how can you prevent yourself or your claim conditions from being C&C? Let's go through some examples, okay? Let's just say you claim a direct service connection. If you got your copy of your claims folder, right? You can go through, get your medical records, okay? Get your medical records, your SDRs showing treatment. When you go to that examiner, understand how to reasonably articulate your symptomology, okay? Understand the diagnostic code for each condition that you're claiming. You go to that C&P exam, hey, they deny the claim, okay? Before you come back in the second time, get a copy of that C&P exam and see why that doctor said no if the rater did not put it in the rating decision. Do the 0995 if you want, new and relevant evidence. Again, look at that same information, but now you're equipped with more information because guess what? When they denied you, they gave you favorable findings. So that doctor can't come back and say you got a diagnosis. Guess what? You need 3 elements for direct service connection: diagnosis, link, and nexus. Okay? So they can't use this, oh, you don't have a diagnosis, because if they denied it in the favorable findings, more than likely what we've been seeing, they gave you that diagnosis. So now you're equipped with more information of why the doctor said no. You already know. You do a supplemental. You're not going to go back to that same examiner if they schedule. You're going to be like, hey, nope, can't make it today. Schedule me with somebody else. Okay? And now you can go back, look at the rationale, and reword your statement that you explained to the examiner. Okay? To help you avoid being C&C'd again. You're going for an increase. Okay? These are really easy. All you have to do is look at the diagnostic code criteria. If you're at 10%, okay, this is the 20%. If you have any evidence that meets that criteria for the 20%, or if you just need to reasonably articulate it to the examiner. Also, you can put it in your personal statement because the rater can use subjective evidence. Your personal statement is your subjective evidence. Okay? I don't see why anybody should be C&C'd on an increase. Meaning you go in, you're 10%, you go in, nope, no evidence for the 20, C&C'd at 10. If you don't meet the criteria for the 20%, don't file an increase. Okay? So that's the way that you can avoid being C&C'd, either service connection or for a current evaluation that you submitted an increase for. Okay? Got to get educated on this. This is very simple and straightforward. So, that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and don't forget to share this video with your fellow veterans. Thank you.